With our recent travels, we've gotten behind on a number of tasks here on the farm. When we left, it still felt like summer here. But now it is definitely fall and we're experiencing those temperatures. We've even had a couple frosts already. Here our normal average first frost date is November 4th. But we've had frost before then and then even afterwards. So it's definitely fall here. One of our goals here on our farm and in the market garden is to be a 4-season farm. And in order to do so, we have to implement techniques that extend the season, such as using caterpillar tunnels, low tunnels, using the greenhouse, etc. We're still experimenting with things to really refine it to make it 4 seasons here, but that is goal. We recently began putting up our caterpillar tunnel. It's not finished yet, but one of the things I need to do is I need to prep a bed in it to prepare it for the next crop that we're going to put in. So that is what we're going to do today. And look who's here, Josiah. Are you going to help me out?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. So we're going to see if we can turn over this bed right here where the lettuce is in 30 minutes to an hour or so. And the first tool that we're going to use is one of my favorite tools, and this is a stirrup hoe. So we're going to start by stirrup hoeing the lettuce that is left over here and knocking it out. Here we go. Okay, so we just knocked out this 20-foot bed here. Took the stirrup hoe and basically cuts off the top of the plant, and some of the plants it will pull them out. If they're younger and tender plants, those plants will actually come out. But next, my little helper over here, Josiah, he's gonna help me. We're gonna rake these up. We're gonna give these to the chickens. You can also take it to the compost. And we're looking to turn around this bed fairly soon, put a new crop in. But if you have time to wait, you can actually let some of it break down as just a compost and just more organic matter for your bed. But we're getting it out. We're gonna put in some other fertilizer because like I said, we wanna turn this bed over right away. Here we go. The next thing that I like to do is we're gonna go ahead and put our fertilizer in. After that, I'm gonna take the broad fork and start broad forking in, and as I'm broad forking it will kind of get the fertilizer going down into the soil as well. And then after that, I'm going to take the rototiller and we're just gonna slightly rototill right over the surface of it just to kind of blend that top, just that first couple inches of topsoil without doing a heavy tillage. Here we go. Another thing I like to add is oyster shells, just for the calcium. So we're gonna add a little bit of calcium, a little bit of oyster shells to this bed. All right, next is the broad fork. This here is our Treadlite broad fork, and it is a great broad fork. I really recommend it for those of you who are home gardeners. But we're gonna go ahead and take this broad fork and we're gonna go ahead and work the soil a little bit, get some airflow in there as well as work in the fertilizer that we just added. With using the broad fork, the goal isn't to just slam it down as hard as you can and then jump on it, then pull it out. The goal is to let the tool do the work. You basically want to put it in, step on it, but then just start rocking it back and forth. It'll start gradually going in, working itself in, and then lifting up, kind of loosen that soil, work it in, rocking back and forth, putting your weight into it, not as hard as jumping up and down, turning it over. Even with recording, it only took us about 45 minutes to turn this bed over to get rid of the old plants that was there and prep it for a new crop that we're gonna put in. So, we just finished with the rototiller. You could also use the tilther, but the rototiller is what we have. And I will also provide the link for the Treadlite Broad Fork if anybody's interested. It'll be down below in the show notes, Treadlite Broad Fork. But that's it for this vlog. See ya next time. Oh, I almost forgot. The last thing we have to do is clean up. So we gotta clean up all these tools that we just used. Josiah, you ready?